Assalamu alaikum guys. I hope everybody will be fine. Guys, today in this video lecture I will guide you specially for steel reinforcement in RCC column. That what is the maximum and minimum percentage of steel required in RCC column. Because I saw many people, some are using minimum percentage, some are using maximum percentage of steel in RCC column. So therefore there is misunderstanding. So watch this video till the end to learn that what is the minimum and maximum percentage of steel is required for RCC column. So let's get started. If this video is helpful for you, so you may like this video. Guys, what is the minimum and maximum percentage of steel for RCC column? Guys, you can see this is a figure of a column which size of the column is 230 mm by 230 mm. Okay. So what is the minimum percentage of steel for this column and how we can find the percentage of steel for this column? Okay. Remember, steel minimum 0.8%. Use minimum 0.8% of cross-sectional area of column and maximum 6%. So the steel percentage should not be more than 6% of its cross-sectional area of column and not less than 0.8% of cross-sectional area of column. So this is minimum percentage and this is maximum percentage, right? Especially for longitudinal bars, longitudinal steel rods. Okay. Now guys, come to its diameter. Okay. For its lateral tie diameter. Guys, you can see these are lateral ties. So now guys, diameter of lateral ties shall not be less than 1/4 of the diameter of largest longitudinal bar. 1/4. For example, if I am using here 16 mm dia, for example 16 mm dia, so it should be 1/4. So 1/4 is for lateral tie, which will become 1/4. So it will become about 4 mm. So 4 mm dia is less. So don't use 4 mm because 1/4 of the longitudinal of the largest dia. Okay. So which is 16 mm. So 1/4 is 4 mm. So don't use 4 mm. Remember, note, in no case less than 6 mm. So it should not be less than 6 mm. Then use 6 mm. Right? So the lateral tie dia should not be less than 6 mm. Suppose guys, I am using here 12 mm rod, 12 mm dia. So now how to find its percentage for these 4 steel rods which dia is 12 mm? Is it sufficient or not? This dia and 4 numbers are not. Okay, so if it's less than 0.8%, so this is not the correct area of steel for this column. So if it's more than 0.8%, so it's okay for light load. Okay, light residential load. So let's get started. First of all, I need to find cross-sectional area of column, right? So what is the cross-sectional area of column? 230 mm by 230 mm. Okay, so 230 by 230. So the area will come 230 by 230. So it become 52,900 millimeter square. So this is the cross-sectional area of this column. Now I need to find the cross-sectional or cross-section area of steel. Okay, cross-sectional area of steel for these 4 numbers. Okay, because we are using 4 numbers which dia is 12 mm. Is it correct value of steel or not? We are checking. Okay, so now I need cross-sectional area of steel. So this is the diameter which is 12 mm. So area of one steel will become pi d square divided by 4. So now pi divided by 4 into 12 multiply 12. Okay, again multiply with 4 numbers. We have 4 numbers. Okay, dia is 12 millimeter. I will find its area. Okay, so now when I do its calculation, so pi divided by 4 multiply 144, 12 multiply 12, then multiply 4, divide by 4, multiply 144, multiply 4. So it become 452.38 millimeter. This is the cross-sectional area of these 4 steel rods in this column. Now what is the percentage of steel in column? Okay, so now percentage of steel in column for these 4 numbers. Okay, so the steel area is 2.38 divided by cross-sectional area of column, which is 52,900. 52,900. Okay, now I will get the value. Multiply 100 because this is percentage. Okay, so 452.38 divided by 52,900 multiply 100. So it become 0.85%. Okay, so the 12 millimeter dia, we have 4 numbers. According to this cross-sectional area, the percentage of steel is here 0.85%. So it means this is greater than 0.8%. So it means this is okay. So you are able to use 12 millimeter dia. Okay, 4 numbers for this column, which size is 230 by 230 millimeter for normal residential building. Okay, especially you can use it for 1 story because this is if you want to increase the percentage. Okay, so for example, if I want to use 16 mm dia, okay, so what should be the percentage of steel? Then you can see, so for 16 mm when you do its calculation, pi divided by 4 into 16 multiply 16 into 4 numbers. Okay, 16, so this is the area of 1 steel rod, we have 4. Okay, so pi divided by 4 multiply 16 multiply 16 multiply 4, so it will come 804 mm. Okay, so it become 804 millimeter. Okay, so now let's check its the place of this. We will put 804. Okay, so 804 mm cross-sectional area of steel divide by 52,900, this value. Okay, now multiply with percentage, which is 100, so it become 1 point. Now with 16 millimeter, the percentage of steel will become 1.51%. so this is also okay. So this will be strong more than this dia 12 millimeter. But guys, remember, don't use less than 12 millimeter rod in RCC column. Okay, so it can work also in 0.85, but if you increase the dia to the 16 millimeter, so this is more perfect column. Okay, from the past one, which is 12 millimeter. So guys, this is very important. Now guys, these are the percentage, minimum percentage of steel. So how you will find the minimum and maximum percentage of steel for RCC column. Okay, but they remember one thing, as I told you, if you use 1/4 of the diameter of largest longitudinal bar, if the dia of lateral tie become less than 6 mm, so don't use, then use 6 millimeter. Okay, but I recommend you, if you are using the dia of longitudinal bar 16 mm, so use their 8 millimeter. Okay, for 20 also 8 millimeter, but for 12 millimeter you are able to use 6 millimeter dia of lateral tie. So guys, hope this video can help you how to find the maximum and minimum percentage of steel, and what is the minimum and maximum percentage of steel according to IS codes. Okay, so this is these things can refer the IS codes. Okay, so thanks for watching. See you in next video. Goodbye.